Welcome back, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Oh, you're not here. Oh, yeah, that's right. You know what? Yesterday, when I was talking about how they teach us to hate something, and I said, what should we hate now? Black people? It actually, TikTok took me off because it picked up that I hate black people. I don't hate my enemies. I love them. There is nobody that I hate. Do I want to be around people that have vibration that pulls my vibration down? No. It's not disrespect. It's respecting my vibration. Your vibration is the most important thing in your life. I was talking to a lovely lady just a few minutes ago, and she gave me the one-a-day for today. What do you have to live for? Seriously, what do you have to live for? I'm going to tell you something. When people come to us, okay, and they have a critical condition, what's the first, well, not the first thing, but what's the first question I ask them? What do you have to live for? Because everybody that has a critical condition does not have something more powerful to live for than something they have to die for. That's the God's truth. I don't want to die. Well, then why are you trying to kill yourself? I don't know. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm not going to get into this today, but you'll learn it if you came to my Whole Life Coach course, and that's this. You can debate with me all day long. But I guarantee you there's nobody in here that loves themselves. When you walk the true path of the heart, because you're not going to be allowed to walk the true path of the heart, your family's going to stop you. Your friends are going to stop you. And society's going to try. I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. And I use that word once and that's it today. But I don't. I am going to unconditionally love myself. I don't care about your belief systems. I don't. If you're disrespecting me, you're already disrespecting yourself, so I will respect and love you anyway. My God, the only reason why you don't like me is because my belief systems don't match yours. So what? What do you want me to do about that? Talk about it? You don't like me because my belief systems aren't the same as yours. And there's a lot of people right now willing to kill people on this planet for it. And that's because you have hate in your heart. Why is heart disease the main killer on this planet? Because of emotional things, not what you eat. You can get somebody that really does love themselves and doesn't understand what they're eating is poisoning them, and they don't get heart disease. You didn't know that, did you? Take a look at everybody with heart disease and you're going to find out that they have a broken heart. They're always looking to have someone else fill up their heart. If we had time today, we'd do a heart release. If we go into your heart, we're going to find out everybody has a fist of scar tissue and calcification around there. They do heart release. Everybody that gets my training does heart release, and it's the most powerful thing you'll ever have. Done, except there's one that's close to it, and that's your pelvic release. Because everything's sexual. Yeah. It's also messy. They made it messy. Nobody screws with me. Nobody screws with me. Whether I live a day or I live 20 years more, 25 years more, it doesn't matter. Nobody's screwing with me. You ever notice how your family, your friends, and the whole world tries to scare you? All the time. Because everybody's addicted to adrenaline. Walk the path of the heart. And all you'll have is serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin. It's called the dose. Dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. I am never out of alignment more than 30 seconds. You don't believe me? Ask any of my staff. Is that true?
Yeah.
It's probably not even 30 seconds. I probably only do it 5 seconds now. And that really pisses most of you off. Because especially if you're suffering. Especially if you've got some big drama. I just got to tell you about my whole list of medical symptoms. You don't know the hell I've been through. Yeah, well, you don't know the hell that other people have been through, and it's been 100 times worse than you, and they're not bitching and complaining. And guess what? You are so caught up in your belief that you can't even see the rest of the world, and that there are millions of people that have less than you and have had it worse than you. You should be thinking about the people that have fallen behind us, and we should go back there and get them. So what do you have to live for? Fast or pass? Fast or pass? You don't know what you have to live for? Fast or pass it? Okay, don't say anything yet. He doesn't know what he's living for. You need to find out what you're living for. Everybody here, you go home and you do the Braveheart oath. Oath. Go look at it. It's in the Perfect Day Guide. Download it. Go on anything. It's in there, the Braveheart oath. And you do it in the mirror and do the mirror work. Get a love band. They're free, for God's sakes. And if you don't want to get one of my free ones, get a hairband. Get an elastic. Get something. Snap yourself back to the present moment. Give yourself a kiss. Give yourself a hug. Tell yourself you love yourself. You don't know why you're living. I want to see my grandchildren graduate. Oh, really? Wow, that's so cool. Why are you living? What do you have to live for?
I have to live for unconditional love for me and for everyone. And for being the best health condition I can deal with. Healthy till I die. That's what I have to live for.
Okay, forget it. Everything was great until then. If you really wanted to get into the whole death thing, that really ruined it, didn't it? Until I die. Well, until I leave the meat suit. It's just a meat suit. Until I leave this meat suit, you're not going to die. Okay, it's all about this, isn't it? Death, dying, okay? Divorce. We got to get into it, don't we? Okay? All right? My husband died. What was your husband left? Didn't die. Come on, let's all sing this together. DIVORCE became final today. God, we get into all that, don't we? My achy breaky heart, looky clicky poo. They make a joke out of us. It's no joke. You're the joke. Want to pass it on? Please speak loud and proud or pass.
I'm going to pass.
Guess what? I don't want to give an answer that's not as good as the last one. I need to tell you something. There is nothing wrong with you, ma'am. Nothing wrong with you at all. Nobody ever asked you that before. They never taught you that you were worth anything. What, you really matter? Who gives a crap why you live? Who gives a crap what you live for? Your family doesn't even ask you that. Everybody's programmed. Okay, tell me why. What do you got to live for?
I just want to live forever.
Okay, well, pass it on, because that's not going to happen. Okay, you're not going to not on this realm. Okay, but you know what? Why not say it this way? No, I can't. I'm not going to tell you what you should be saying. Then I just blew the whole thing, and then I don't get to pick on anybody. Okay, go ahead.
Love, excitement, and living for me.
Okay, but you got to watch out for the living for me. Okay? I don't live for me. Watch out for your words, that's all. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a great place to start. And did you ever notice something? There's no such thing as perfection. There's such thing as just heading in the right direction and the path of the heart. So nobody had a wrong answer here. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I don't want to leave you. You had no wrong answer. Did you hear what I said over here? So we just found somebody that will down themselves that easy. That easy. That easy. You didn't have to say that. I didn't look at him and say, did I ask him, say, well, you're the only one? Or did I look at him and go, No, he just did it that easy. So we know his program, okay? So any of you women, if he's single, you will be able to kick the crap out of him all the time. Okay, sir, go ahead.
Living to be my best self.
What is that? What is your best self?
To be healthy.
No, it's not. To be healthy. What's healthy?
Not sick.
Not sick. Healthy is not sick. Oh boy, that's sick. Okay, that is called talking sick, toxic. So see, but there's nothing wrong with you. How can I ask somebody who's just entering the heart and entering a kindergarten level, I'm not putting you down, you need to get that. It's not like you do it for a living. It's not like you've been doing whole life coach certifications since you were 28 years old. Holy crap. I'd be dead if I wasn't doing those. I would be dead. With this personality, what I used to do, trust me. Start the journey right now. Go home, do a Braveheart contract. A Braveheart Heroes contract where you write down what do you have to live for. Write it. Who would you like to live with? Where would you like to live? What would you like to be doing? What is your life going to look like in a year from now? And you use your imagination. And then you write all that down and you play with yourself. And then what you do is every morning and every night, you take a look at that anywhere from 3 minutes to 5 minutes. And you keep retweaking it. Okay, and you keep honing it, and you watch what happens. Pass it on.
I know that I have a purpose, and I haven't.
What's your purpose?
I don't know. I haven't quite figured that out, so that's why I need to live to figure it out and fulfill it.
Okay, now, was that a great answer? That was the first truthful answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7, lucky number. Okay, so that was a truthful answer. The truth will set you free. And guess what? Do you know how many people here were worried about what people would think about what they said?
I was.
It was a setup. Well, at least you made it through. Next.
Hi, to find inner peace and my healthiest body that I can possibly be, and just to help other people.
Okay.
live healthy.
To learn a strategy that I can get into alignment and stay there. Not inner peace. Peace doesn't last. Peace is just something that happens in the intermission of war. Daryl, don't pick on her. She said inner peace. For God's sake, that was nicer than everybody else. All the words they give us are words that will disempower us, but we think we're empowered. I already told you, this whole strategy was written just before Rome was even created. Why don't you do your homework? So how long has that been, guys? Do you think they got their strategy down? So far, we're still working on what you have to live for. Because they've already decided. Nothing. Okay.
I think I need to do some homework.
I love that answer. Now I want her to put the mic back in her hand. And now I know I need to take massive personal action for me. Say it.
Now I need to know I need to take massive personal action for me.
Because it's all about you. Do you know how life would change for everybody around you? Do you have children?
Yes.
If you had unconditional love for yourselves and you were everything that you wanted them to become, what would happen to them?
Oh, they'd be very successful.
On all levels. So, let's not tell anybody what to do anymore. Stop it. Mind your own business. And if you do, you will be the billboard that they love driving by. Okay? Yes, sir.
Because I was born, I came into this world so I have to live, right?
Okay, so your purpose for living is because you were born. Well, you definitely don't have any challenges. Unless you're challenging yourself every day to grow by 1%, what's the purpose? In 100 days, you'll have a new you. Start all over again. Gentle baby steps. So you're the kind of guy that goes, well, this is as good as it gets. Yes, pass the mic. And it's not. It's not. And if I were to ask your wife, she would tell you she wished that you would dig a little more. Am I right or wrong? That's right. Well, I wish he wasn't here. She'd tell the truth. Okay, go ahead.
I wake up every morning and I'm just grateful for my relationship with God, for my wonderful relationships with my friends, my children, my siblings. And it's always been a mission for me to try and get to the bottom of health issues because I've been very, distressed about what's been happening in the health arena all over. So that is why, I was going to say why I'm here.
I think you've given a really good answer, but let's just leave it at that right now and just say one thing. Can I tell you something?
Yeah?
You sure?
Sure. Go for it.
You don't have a very good relationship with yourself.
Oh, that's possible.
Everything is external with you.
Is that so?
Yeah, you have very low value about yourself.
Right.
Yeah, but you're a really beautiful and nice person that you do anything for anybody, but not for yourself. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so this isn't, Mr. Cocky Darrell. This is the truth. She just said it. Everything is based on her external relationships, not the internal one with herself. And guess what? And then she ended it with, I'm very distressed about what's going on with the health of the world. People who have value will not be distressed about what's going on with the world. Remember something. We need people to become the light, right? You can't become the light unless you bring your vibration up. How draining is it to be distressed about the world when you can't do a damn thing about it? Except be distressed about the world. Now, please think about that.
I've actually done quite a lot, as a matter of fact.
No. Not in changing the world, the system.
No, sure.
No, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the little things or the big things you're doing. Okay? We're never going to stop that. But I'm trying to tell you that you cannot worry about the things that you have no control over.
Right.
Let's not miss what I'm saying. I didn't say, I said she's a beautiful, nice person, didn't I? So I didn't say that. You did. You would go out of your way to help everybody and anybody. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about all the stresses you have, whether it's medical, political, religious, anything. We can't mind our own business. We get our nose into everything, don't we? We'll enter almost into every conversation. We've not set the guidelines of what conversations we won't get involved in. We'll get involved in any bloody conversation because we need approval. I will not converse. If it's not something higher vibrational than me, I'm not headed there. If we all focused on high vibrational things, there would be no corner stores, liquor stores. There would be no going to the medical doctor for every time you have a trauma because it doesn't exist anyway. Disease only exists because you believe in it. Cancer exists because you believe in it. Cancer does not exist for me. Inflammation is all you're dealing with. I'm trying to give you an example. Cancer does not exist.
Yeah, I love the stage 4 inflammation.
Well, I know, but guess what?
That was brilliant.
I came up with that. I'm sure someone else did too, but I came up with that. But here's the deal. Dr. Otto Warburg received the Nobel Prize because cancer is having a deficiency of 30% more of oxygen than normal for more than 3 days. Your doctor's not going to tell you that. Cancer does not exist, but the word cancer is a death sentence. The word cancer is about dividing and multiplying and destroying. Doesn't that sound like every other system? So that's why they gave cancer that word, and cancer has that vibration. It divides and conquers. As soon as you take the word cancer away from someone, you know what? People don't believe me. But if they took all their energy and they went inside themselves, and if they filled up their heart every day, and if they just lived their best life that way, we are vibrational beings. I'm not saying don't do things that are physically helpful to people externally. I didn't say that. I'm trying to tell you it will never match what you can do when you raise your vibration.
And that's what I'm striving for, actually. It's one of the things that I really...
And I'm going to tell you something. And people are not going to like this. That's all you're going to do is strive, most of you. You're not going to make it. Because just like, you got to go to boot camp for that. And you do. Oh, you'll turn down the burner, but you won't turn it off. And that's called alignment. You won't. That takes reprogramming. That takes taking a whole new program and putting it into your subconscious. Thanks for your answer. It was really great. It was, and it is. We're all on a journey. Do not compare yourself to anyone else. Just keep doing that 1%. Nobody gave a wrong answer here today. Did you know that? Nobody gave a wrong answer. You all have different vision. You all have different perception because you have different beliefs. Do not be at war with yourself, with your beliefs, or with anyone else. Just ask yourself what you want. And then don't waver. Okay. Let's say this together. I'm all in or I'm all out. That's it. I'm all ready. 1, 2, 3.
I'm all in or I'm all out.
Okay, now this time say it like we're not at the funeral. I'm all in or I'm all out. That's it. You've got to be all in. You've got to be all in. When are you going to be all in? I guarantee you that most of you will never get all in because your family's not going to be all in and you won't be able to stand up for that. You are never going to be the family blessing until you walk the way of the heart. You will carry the family curse. Try to drop your arms if you can. Your subconscious just went into block me. She didn't like that. That's okay. You don't even have to like me. That's not my job, is it? Nobody's allowed to thank me in my courses. And you'll find out why. People get really pissed off. I want to thank you. No, you can't.
It's true.
This is a journey that you're taking on your own. And if you get there, it's not because of me. I'm just stirring you up and pissing you off. Don't I?
Yeah, very much so.
There. What do you have to say?
That literally when he says he stirs you up, that's to get you actually thinking and into being present, and then it brings you back to like, oh, okay, I can begin to see how my personality is just literally like a suit you wear, and you can change that. It's not something that's predetermined, this is the way I am, that's it. When you wake up to being conscious and look at, instead of reacting, you start responding, which means actually slowing down and processing through your heart. That's when things begin to change, including what you think is your predetermined personality. And I would say that is the power of the Whole Life Coach course. It gives you heightened processing ability.
And let me just say this, okay? I really want to change. I want to get rid of this sickness, and I just want to be able to love my life. Well, then allow me to challenge you. Because I'm not challenging you per se. I'm challenging belief systems. Whether you want to believe this or not, I'm not going to get into it. The human brain was created in a lab. No, it was. It was created by God. It was created in a lab. I'm not going to get into it. It's way too deep. And even if you don't believe that I just said that, and you can't process that, why would we create a brain that has no filter from 0 to 7? Why? So that you could be programmed for the rest of your life to terrorize yourself and everybody else. So even if you don't believe my story, that part was right. Why are you here? Because you want change. Why are you here? Because you want to be happier. That's what you want. You want more joy in your life. But you can't get it. Why? Because you don't understand that your subconscious rules you. And guess what? My subconscious rules me. How's it doing? I'm holding the line. I'm holding the line. I don't care what anybody else thinks.
That's what you're trying to do.
I just know that if I take the path of the heart and I fill up my own heart every day, who am I going to affect? Who am I going to infect? I will not infect anyone. I will not affect anybody in a miserable way because I'm outside of this room. I can see somebody limping and I could say bend over and just lay on that car a little bit, and guess what? In 3 minutes I can show them that the chiropractic treatment they go every week doesn't work because it's beef jerky, scar tissue. And we have to open up the scar tissue to bring the life force back. Our non-surgical is the most powerful work in the world. And you don't have to believe it, but it is. I've been around the world. Thank you very much. And the reality is guess what? We do not cure anyone. We help you bring back your life. You only limp because that tissue has no electrical charge running in it, no blood flow, no lymph flow. It is actually shrunken. It's dehydrated. Inflammation, inflame. You dehydrated yourself. Because you don't drink the right water. You don't drink enough water. You drink inflammatory foods. You have an inflammatory mind and inflammatory relationships. I just want to get along. Get along, little doggy. And what does the doggy do? Chase its tail and sniff butt. You think I'm kidding?
No.
I am a realist. I'm not putting anybody down. I'm trying to tell you that you were programmed and they stole the best part of you. Your spirit. You know what? I said it last night. So how's things going? I'm on a spiritual path. Are you like kidding? To be on a spirited path, it takes courage. Because you have to come up against everybody else. And a spirit path is not a religious path. I'm sorry, it's not for me. But if your religion is feeding your spirit and allowing you to have unconditional love for yourself and everyone else, then I call that beautiful. And I'm not putting down religion. I'm just telling you that if there's a chokehold anywhere, we talk about unconditional love, that we were created out of unconditional love, but we can't seem to get it, can we? There's a problem here. I'm going to end it with this. Just because the story's been going on for hundreds of thousands of years, does it make it true? And if it was true, why aren't we happier? Why are we struggling? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We did 12 people. There's the 12 disciples. And they're not sure what their direction is yet. You can think that I'm putting you down. I'm not. I'm challenging you to get a little bit upset. Just a little. Because if I do this, I went to this lecture and Dr. Wolfie stroked us for like 4 hours. Yeah, he did. Just know I love you with all my heart. Just know that I don't want to piss you off. What I want to see is I want you to leave here saying, I'm going to hold the line on love for myself. I never have. I was taught that the more I do and the more exhausted I become and the more stressed out I become over things with family and friends in the world, that's how I show my love. Yeah, well, guess what? The only reason why you're going no, no, no is because guess what? You realized just a little while ago that your whole program was based on suffering. You're the greatest sufferer in here. And you know that. But the reality is you have such a beautiful spirit. Holy crap. You know? Like, I am attracted to you. This is not a sexual thing, but I'm attracted to you because your spirit's so beautiful. But you know damn well it was all about the suffering, and then you took yourself to the edge of killing yourself. Well, all disease is self-induced. Disease out of ease, and it's self-induced whether you're conscious or unconscious of it, and it's only caused because of belief systems you didn't know you were running because you were in survival mode. And no matter how sick you would get, you weren't getting enough love, were you, from your family? No, you almost took yourself to death. Why didn't somebody pay attention to me? Why didn't somebody love me? I thought I had value. Well, at least I'm at the hospital and I've got everybody running around and saying I'm important now. That's the truth. I'm not here to be liked. I'm not here to be loved. I'm here to make a difference until I no longer want to do that. That's all. That's all. Nothing else. There's nothing else to it. It's amazing. You could all get together when I go pee here in a few minutes and go, I hate that guy. And it won't matter to me. Because I'll just be going, what relief. And that will piss you off. Because you get pissed off when people don't suffer for you. Yes, you do. Isn't that something? No, it's not. It's nothing. Stop suffering. We don't need any more, thank you. Let's see the next time that you usually suffer, that you don't suffer. That you actually stay connected to your breath. You actually walk the path of the heart, not the land mind. And know I love you. Okay? With all my heart. And I really do have to take a pee. So we're just going to take a 3-minute break, and then we're going to come back, and then we're going to get into the nutraceuticals, and we're going to do that for about 45 minutes. Okay? Then what we're going to do is a couple non-surgicals. Then I'm going to try to do 4 quick perfect day consults. Okay? All right? How's that? Does that sound good? Oh, well, that comes with that. Where is it?
We're going to bring it out on the break.
Okay, all right. Okay? So guess what? I'm going to go pee and give you a break from me. All right. Thank you.